Hi, I'm Cassie.
Hi, I'm Carrie,
And we are
your Dysphagia Diet customer service team.
So odds are pretty good that when you're contacting Dysphagia Diet, it'll be either Carrie or myself answering your call or email. We're also known around the office as
Dysphagia Divas!
And today we're here to help you with helpful hints and tricks for preparing thickened liquids. Hey Carrie, what's with the big clock?
Well, this clock is to remind me to wait while I thicken my liquids so they reach proper consistency.
Why is that such a big deal?
Because if your liquids don't reach a proper consistency, people that are drinking them may choke or aspirate or even have aspiration pneumonia.
Whoa, okay, I think we better start over and review how to properly thicken liquids.
That's a good idea, Cassie. Let's begin by talking about the kitchen utensils you will need. You're going to need to measure both the beverage and the thickener in order to reach the proper consistency. Let's start by getting the liquid measuring cup.
And some of the thickeners actually come with a little measuring spoon inside them, and there are also the pre-portioned packets available, but it's always a good idea to have a set of measuring spoons handy just in case.
You're also going to need a mug or a glass to mix your liquid in.
I have a tip about glasses. When thickening liquids, it's really handy to have a larger glass to give yourself a little room for the amount of liquid you're looking to thicken. So if you're doing about 4 ounces of liquid, you might want to try an 8-ounce glass. It's just going to make it easier to stir and less of a chance of having a mess.
Good idea, Cassie. And then speaking of mixing, you're going to need something to mix it with. You could use a spoon, but to make it way easier, we recommend either a fork or a mini whisk, or even one of these immersion blenders. Once you have your tools, you are all set to prepare thickening a liquid.
So let's put this stuff to use and demonstrate how to properly thicken beverages using each of the different types of thickener: starch, gum, and gel.
Let's start by using one of the starch-based thickeners. You're going to want to remember to measure both the liquid and the thickener. Stir the powder in and mix it well. I'm going to use this wire whisk. And for the starch-based thickeners, you're going to need to wait about 3 minutes until the liquid will be hydrated and fully thickened.
Okay, so for this gum-based thickener, I also want to make sure to measure accurately. The directions say to add the liquid to the powder and stir vigorously. And I could use a fork, but I'm going to use this little whisk to make it even easier. Get that stirred in there. And then you want to wait about 2 to 9 minutes for the gum to hydrate and properly thicken the beverage.
This liquid gel thickener is going to be similar to the gum-based thickener in that it does require the vigorous mixing. This nectar drink calls for 1 pump into the liquid, and then I need to mix it well with this wire whisk. The gel-based thickener needs to have about 5 minutes to fully hydrate and to thicken the liquid.
Boy, this is sure a long time to wait. Do you think these are actually going to thicken?
Yes, Cassie, they will.
Well, maybe we can just add a little bit more thickener so
That's a common mistake people make. What you're going to do is you end up with a liquid that's closer to cement consistency than anything. And that's a waste of time and product because you're going to have to throw it away and start all over.
Oh, okay, I get it. It's important and we should do it right the first time.
Time's up. We prepared nectar consistency liquids and they turned out well.
Yeah, look how nice these all turned out. The Dysphagia Divas want to leave you with a reminder of the 3 key steps to making sure that you get the proper consistency.
They are measure, and that means both the liquid and the thickener. Mix well, whether it's with a spoon, a fork, or a mini whisk.
And wait. Be sure to give the thickener time to do its thing, and you'll get a perfect consistency each time.
That's all for this segment.
See you next time.
Cheers.